Hi guys, and welcome to the Stephen King Sematary Club. I kind of thought I would just go over some of the things that really stand out to me as differences between the book and the movie. So we have the visual aspect. Carrie is not, she does not look like Sissy Spacek. I think Carrie is a little more dowdy, dumpy, not as cute. Sissy Spacek pulled off weird a little bit, but she did, I don't know, she doesn't strike me as who Carrie would have been. So that's a thing. Margaret White also has black hair in the book. She has red hair in the movie, and she's described as a large woman in the book, but Piper Laurie is very slender, very petite looking. Miss Desjardins. See, and I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but at one point Carrie is stuttering and she keeps saying Des, like the D-E-S, so I know that it's not a silent S. It's not like Desjardins or Desjardins or whatever. So I always thought it was Desjardins, but I'm not positive. And that is Miss Collins in the movie. And Miss Collins is a combination of the gym teacher, Miss Desjardins, from the book, and the principal from the book. So the principal and the assistant principal have parts in the book. And the person who dismisses Carrie, sends her home, that kind of thing, is the assistant principal in the book. So I don't know if he is the principal or the assistant principal in the movie, but regardless, Miss Collins is the other character. So whichever one he isn't, Miss Collins assumes those parts. She has a lot more to do in the movie than she does in the book. And the gym teacher is also a little bit different. She's, I believe, small-breasted and kind of a slight woman, but Betty Buckley is pretty bosomy, and she's very tall in stature. She's not a big woman, but she is muscular and not petite. There's that. Norma in the book has a very tiny part. She barely has a part at all in the book, but in the movie, that is PJ Soles' character, and she is in a lot of it, and she is quite thick with Chris Hargensen. And in the novel, they don't seem to like each other very much, so that's a difference. One of the biggest differences is Carrie kills everyone at the prom, goes home, kills her mom, and that's pretty much it. But in the book, she destroys the entire town. She just decimates it. And I'm guessing that part of it was, you know, that's a huge undertaking. In the movie, when Carrie comes home, her mom isn't waiting for her where we can see her, because in the book she's just kind of hanging out in the kitchen waiting for Carrie, and she's sharpening her knife. But in the movie, I love this, Carrie comes home and doesn't see her mom. There are candles everywhere, candles on the bed, candles on every surface. They're all lit, and Carrie walks up the stairs to her bedroom, and you know, there are candles along the stairs, so on both sides of the stairs there's just candles all the way up lining the way. And Carrie goes up to her room in the attic, and she just kind of drops her dress because she's lifted it up to, you know, walk up the stairs, and it's bloody, and she looks so sad and pathetic. She walks into the bathroom, hasn't turned on a light or anything like that, and she flicks on the bathroom light, and we see behind the door, her mom is hiding behind the door, and when the bathroom light comes on, it illuminates her through that crack. I love that scene so much. And of course, Carrie bathes. Her mom waits for her to bathe, and then she tells her the whole story about, you know, how she almost killed her and how she shouldn't have, you know, let her live, etc., etc. And then she stabs Carrie, and Carrie falls down the stairs in between all the candles. It's just such a beautiful scene. And she falls all the way down the stairs, hits at the bottom. Her mom makes this huge sign of the cross with her knife, and that's when Carrie has to defend herself, and she sends all those utensils at her mom, all those sharp utensils, and they stab her all in like a cross. And I love that so much. I love that detail. And that was not in the book. In the book, Carrie just slows her mom's heart down until she stops it, and then that's it. In the movie, Chris and Billy pretty much have just, you know, left prom and are driving. Carrie is on her way home. They see her and try to hit her, and Carrie looks at them and flips their car. So that's different, because she goes to the bar hours after the prom and she's going to destroy it. And that's where Chris and Billy are in the book. And then Carrie collapses in the parking lot, and that's where she's going to die. In the movie, she dies in the house immediately after she kills her mom. So that's a little different. Sue finds her in the book. Sue doesn't interact with her in the movie. And, you know, there's obviously the dream at the end, Sue's dream, where she goes to Carrie's the lot where her house was, and the hand reaches up, which I never understood why people found that to be so scary, because it's so slow. It's not a huge, I don't know, it never really affected me. But I'm trying to think of other differences. In the book, there are 2 buckets of pig's blood, and in the movie there's only the 1 bucket. I think those are all the main differences. There's a scene in the book where Chris Hargenson's father, who's a lawyer, comes in to talk to the principal, and you know, that never happens in the movie, even though I really like that scene and I wish it would have been in there. And then I said earlier when I was talking about the novel that Carrie is a lot more vindictive in the book, and she kind of premeditates things. She kind of decides to herself that, you know, if they mess with me, I'm gonna fight back. And in the movie, it always struck me that Carrie was just kind of pushed to her breaking point and she snaps, and it wasn't a premeditated thing. So I don't know, that seems like a difference to me. I think that's pretty much it. I'll rewatch the movie and then make a review about it, and then if I think of any really obvious things, I will include it in that video. So do you guys like the book, like the movie more? Now this is a case where I think I actually like the movie more than the book. What do you think? Let me know down below, and I will talk to you later.